Oh, it looked impossible. Oh shit, I'm live. Oh, I'm live. Oops. Welcome everybody. It is a savage flash sale. A savage crash sale. What's going on? Literally straight after my video, it went from 430, the market cap went from $430 billion to 300 and something, around $387 billion. Bitcoin went to $9,500. It's unbelievable what's happened. Let me just make sure that I'm live and that you can hear me and everything's all right. This is all very weird. Yeah, it is. Yeah, smash up the likes, Pete. Smash up the likes. You may as well. You may as well gain some positivity out of the whole thing. So, there's been a flash sale. A brutal one. March so far has been brutal, basically. You know, we were seeing the recovery of Bitcoin. We were seeing it going over $11,000, and now it is now it has just literally lost, you know, nearly $2,000. So what's going on? What's going on? Well, let's look into the action. Okay, so CoinDesk have put this this little article out. Bitcoin's price fell sharply during trading on Wednesday, more than $1,000 amidst reports of exchange issues. Now, I got wind of this literally at the end of my last live stream. At the time of press, Bitcoin has hit a low of 9,494, representing a decline of more than 1,200 from the day's opening price of 10,700, which was already quite low. The sharp drop is notable. Where is it? Where is it that it says? Okay, so while it's not entirely clear at this time what factors sparked the sell-off, the timing coincides with reports of unauthorized sells on cryptocurrency exchange Binance. So like I said, somebody was saying in my live stream that Binance has been hacked, and there is a thread on Reddit, our cryptocurrency, issues on Binance. This morning, a large number of users are reporting issues with their accounts on Binance. Many people have logged in to find that their altcoins were sold for Bitcoin, and that many users also placed buy orders for a specific coin at a price multiple times above its regular value. This is only affecting users who have issued API keys on their accounts. So that's basically people that have linked their exchange accounts to some other tool like Coinigy or something like that, which you can do. Binance has confirmed the issue stems from the API via third-party tools and is not a direct compromise issue. Okay, so it just seems like there's some form of issue, not necessarily a hack, which is good. I have checked my Binance and all appears to be fine and everything. So what they have actually done is they have disabled withdrawals during this investigation to ensure that any compromised funds remain in their control. Binance is aware of the issue and investigating. So if we just go to Binance, as you can see, the withdraw button is gone. It's suspended. Okay, so nobody can withdraw. So is this the reason, do you think? Okay, now there is another article that's come out today, which is about, this is from the SEC, a statement on potentially unlawful online platforms for trading digital assets. So what it's saying here is that there are securities being traded on the exchanges at the moment, and they're probably going to go after them, is what I have read from this article. So it's like two bits of news coinciding and causing this flash sale. Now, of course, the whales in the US particularly are going to be completely clued up on information like this. I'm not necessarily sure that suspending people's withdrawals on Binance is going to lead, you know, unilaterally to what is happening at the moment. So I think it's a mixture of the two. The SEC attacking and going after cryptocurrency, particularly the potential securities tokens on exchanges, and what's happening on Binance. So worrying times, peeps, worrying times. Let's see what you guys are saying. Do you guys have any conjecture? Do any of you understand what's going on? Ah, dear, oh dear. Get a double dose of Supo today. Yes, you do, Michelle. Yes, it is very, very rare that I come on twice. But, sometimes the need actually calls for it. Now, this has led to an incredible... Let's see if it's gone up or down a bit. Let's see if people have bought up. Yes, there has been a buy-up. It's gone up 2 billion, which isn't really that much, considering how much it's lost. Bitcoin has recovered. So $400 has been recovered of Bitcoin. Ethereum, man. God, under $750. Ripple. Let's have a look and see what the Satoshi value is. Let's see how much cryptocurrencies have dropped versus Satoshi value. Okay, so you can do that on CoinMarketCap. And really what you'd be looking for is the high reds here, because there you will see what would be good to buy with Satoshi. Okay, because that means that whatever is falling harder than Bitcoin is at a good price. So VeChain, 7%. Digix DAO, 11%. Walton Chain, 22%. So you can see quite a lot of these have dropped. So whilst Bitcoin is going up, if you were wanting to actually buy any of the cryptocurrencies that are low, any of the altcoins like Zilliqa, minus 11%. So if you were looking to buy any of these low with your Bitcoin, then really today is, or right now is the time, because Bitcoin is going up while everything else is actually struggling to keep up with Bitcoin. So let's just have a look and see what the price actually is of... let's have a look at the prices. EOS 649. NEO under $100. So considering that Bitcoin's going up and NEO is under $100, that could be a good Satoshi buy potentially. VeChain $4. God, Omi's Go has crashed to mega proportions. Binance Coin hasn't had as much of a... because you can't really do a lot if you can't withdraw anything or do much with it. Steam 275. What was I looking for? Walton Chain, $17. That is an epic crash of Walton Chain. Let's have a look and see where Walton Chain has been recently. It's gone up a little bit. Market cap's going up 401. So basically, if you're looking to buy, you got to buy now before basically the Satoshi value is recovers of certain cryptocurrencies. Let's just get the F price off. Let's get the market price off. So look at this. Look at this. So where was Walton? Walton has been up at 43, and recently before their, I think, where was their competition Boo Boo? That happened about here, I think. No, it wasn't that far. Wasn't that far. It's only recently, isn't it? So in the last few days it must have... Oh, so it has recovered actually from the Boo Boo. It has recovered from the Boo Boo. So if you were wanting to be bullish on Walton Chain, then today is potentially a day to do that. Electroneum's gone down to 5 cents. And it was 6 cents when we were looking earlier. Ethos is well under $4 now. KuCoin is at $2.96. Unbelievable. Zilliqa is 3.8 cents. So Zilliqa is, what people say is one of the big blockchain infrastructure projects. People are saying it's better. That there's like a bit of a civil war between Zilliqa, the Team Zilliqa, and Team Credits, of which I'm obviously Team Credits. And people who are saying, oh, Zilliqa's the best. But that's crashed mega. That's crashed quite a lot. 3.8 cents. So, it's up to you, really. Do you think that it could go... This is a flash sale, I think. This literally did just come and go quick. Literally just crashed down to 9.5 grand and then went right back to 9,700 very quickly, and now it's recovering all the way back up to 10,000. So, could be the time. What are you guys thinking? Let's have a look and see what you guys are saying, what you guys are liking. Let's have a look at credits. People are saying in the chat, check credits. 69, this has recovered. This was at 65 cents just a few moments ago. Because I was looking at it, that's why the F price was up, because I buy it with Ethereum at the moment. And Ethereum wise, where we are at now is the equivalent of about 70. So let's just have a look at that. 6883. 688. No, 89,000. So last time it was 89,000, it was about 75 cents. So you're getting, well, you're getting about 6 cents cheaper. So you're essentially buying it a lot cheaper with Ethereum right now, because that was the equivalent of 75 cents. So so would you actually be, so you would be making a fiat, you would be making a profit on Ethereum when this goes to 75 cents, assuming that Ethereum kind of goes up with it. So yeah, so credits is looking quite investable right now. So what else? What else are people liking? Let's have a look at my Blockfolio right now. I bet this is looking like an absolute car crash because I hold about 30 or more. Wow! That has absolutely tanked. That is just disgusting to look at. Brutal, brutal. I'm hoping that it recovers come tomorrow. Wendy goes, I told you. So I think Wendy took her money out actually about a week ago. And it's happened, and the flash sale that was maybe there was some insider knowledge on what was going on with the SEC. I don't know. Well, look away, Super. I agree. When wrecked, well, this is probably another reason why Wanchain just isn't bringing out anything at the moment, because it's just not, the market conditions would just not favour it right now. Because, you know, if it came out, let's say it had come out today, then people would have just probably sold it off straight away. And if it was on Binance, then people wouldn't have even, you know, people might not have been able to, you know, but they were not able to do their normal activities on Binance with it. So, dear oh dear, crash is not over. The crash may or may not be over. It's gone down a little bit, 9,946 to 9,939. So there's going to be some unsettling. There's definitely going to be some people kind of umming and ahhing at this point, because crashes are very scary times. And so what people look to do at times like this is that they tether things. They tether it in the hope that, you know, that if it goes down, they haven't lost too much. So Ethereum is 2 billion traded today. Tether is 2.8, nearly 3 billion. So quite a lot of money has gone into Tether. So people have probably kept their money into Tether and not put it back into Bitcoin. Hence why it's having a slow recovery back to 10,700. But it's just conjecture. It's just conjecture at the moment. Report, Japanese regulator could suspend some cryptocurrency changes. It's hilarious, exchange. This is hilarious how things kind of all come at once. It's like a kind of relative period of calm, and then all of a sudden, bang! Don't catch a falling knife, people. Are you worried? Well, it depends on what are you worried about. I'm not worried about my long-term positions. You know, these dips kind of put you into this way of thinking where you're kind of in two minds. Okay, you kind of think, should I play this tether game? All right. So when you can see that cryptocurrencies are about to crash, people do put their money into Tether because they are used to actually trading Tether at times like this. But newbies are scared to do it. I'm not scared to do it, but I just don't want to do it, frankly, because I don't want to lose positions. As far as I'm concerned, the damage done during a dip, yes, you can buy more back. But to be honest, sometimes you could lose with that strategy. So personally speaking, seeing that I have a life and I'm not 100% at my computer doing trades, you know, you can never be kind of sure when it goes back up if you miss it. So in which case, I just leave my money in. Because as far as I'm concerned, in a year's time, these dips will be a kind of thing of the, you know, the dip that's happening right now, this really brutal period between mid-January and probably the start of spring, which is at about 2 weeks' time. This, you know, this period that we've been experiencing a loss and progressive decline in cryptocurrency values, it kind of, this will be forgotten in a year's time. It will be, you know, it was just like nobody will even remember this happened. But at the time it feels very real. And if, like me, you are watching the cryptocurrency markets on a daily basis, you do get affected by it. If you're looking at your Blockfolio, you do get affected by it. You look at the Blockfolio and you think, crap, you know, I've taken such a massive bath with this, you know, with this massive crash. So, you know, people on the day-to-day, people are going to be worried. People are going to make rash decisions. People are going to FUD. People are going to say Bitcoin's going down to 6 grand. They're going to say X cryptocurrency is going to absolutely plummet. And, you know, that is just what happens in periods like this. Most of the smart people, and this is being absolutely brutally honest, this is what I covered in my stream. I got a lot of flack for making it drop. Anyway, so yeah, so a lot of what the smartest people in doing the game is they just invest at good prices and then just leave it. They just leave the money in and they just forget about it. Because what happens is that they come back a year later and realise that everything has doubled, tripled, gone up 10x maybe on average, and they don't worry. They play this worry-free kind of lifestyle. But the people that play the day-to-day, they see what we're seeing right now. Right now, we're seeing these really low prices. We're seeing Cardano at 24 cents. Litecoin at 182, given it was at 220 for ages. Dash is now at going down towards under $500. Some of these cryptocurrencies are at incredibly low prices. VeChain's gone up, unsurprisingly. Up a little bit from where it was, which was under $4. And you're just seeing a load of cryptocurrencies right now absolutely horrendously down on where it was. Yet, if you just completely ignored this and just came back to it later, then you would more than likely be, have just missed all this worry and not really cared about it and just held really good positions. But if you're ballsy enough, I mean, I'm not, to be honest. I am a long-term trader. I keep my money in, and to be honest, I don't want to ruin my long-term positions. And that's just being brutally honest. I don't do the minute by minute watching. Okay, so I don't put it into Tether. But of course some people do and are happy with making some gains, getting back some extra Bitcoin. But it's just a never ending thing. You're always doing it, and sometimes you'll be caught out. So really, the best thing to do in times like this, in my personal opinion, this is my opinion, if you are one of the safety players, the percentage players, the ones that would rather win more times than lose, is to just keep your money in. You just keep your money in because it always recovers, and then some. Okay, and we're coming up to what will be a boom kind of period in cryptocurrency anyway. So somebody just says, New York judge declares that crypto can be regulated as commodities. Interesting. Is Binance hacked today? Well, there has been some form of issue going on with Binance that they're investigating. I'm not sure about hack. I'm not sure hack is the right word. What has been happening is that many people have logged in to find that their altcoins were sold for Bitcoin, but this has really affected users who have been using API keys. So people that have been using third-party platforms linked to their Binance account, and it's caused this compromise issue. But not necessarily sure it's a hack as such. Mine is fine, thankfully, because I've got quite a lot on my Binance. Just trading bots. I don't think it's as simplistic as that. Trading bots and Tether needs to go. Well, when Ethos comes along, I think that it's going to, in some way, remove the need for Tether. It's going to remove the need for Tether. So I think that what's going to happen is that people are just going to straight cash out and then buy back in later. Particularly because with the Ethos wallet, you are just going to be able to do straight fiat conversions at a very low price. So people are just going to take their money out, put it into whatever fiat they've got, and then come back in. So Tether will essentially be made redundant by Ethos. I personally think, and that's why I really like Ethos, and that's why I think that it's going to have more of a significance as a wallet, as a fiat gateway as well, than anything else like Bread or IDO or any of that crap. Poll at 88% of all time. Really? I doubt it. I'd be keen to see that. It's an insane. That was an insane overreaction. It probably is. Probably is, to be fair. But you can't mess with money. It's going down again. Look at that. It's just not ended. The war isn't over. It's gone right back down under 400 billion. So, it's a game that you can play. You've got three things you can do. Just hold and forget it. You can try and get things. It's essentially like somebody has said in here, which is like catching a falling knife, okay? You could be buying something at an incredible sale right now. Look at all this red. Double-digit red, some huge red. Let's go on to the ignored page. Let's go to the next 100. So people could catch a falling knife, buy, and it could go up, and then in which case they've bought it cheap. Or in another respect, people could just sell their Bitcoin now for Tether in the anticipation that maybe over the next 24 hours it will continue to have this topsy-turvy, maybe downwards motion. So really, it's up to you. QuantStamp is under 17.5 cents. That is just insane. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. What's going on? Substratum, 37 cents. Poet, 3.7 cents. It doesn't seem to move, Poet. Fusion, $2.77. A-Chain, 25 cents. Let's have a look. What are the heavy hitters? Actually, something that I was wanting to have a look at. Look, Red Pulse is 11 cents. That is utterly ridiculous. Some of these prices are just incredible. Look at Z Classic though. That seems to be having the opposite reaction. Z Classic could be that people are putting their money into Z Classic and making it absolutely spike right now. Dunno. What was the one I was going to look at? There was one I was going to look at. What was it? Forgotten. Nay bother. Anyway, so let's go back to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Who's watching? There's someone called Ian Shalina in here and using the woman that I used for my Digibyte personification. So if Digibyte was a woman, they're using that. That's hilarious. Ian Shalina. Let it go down. When will market become more stable, do you think? It's very difficult to say because there are, with all these things that's happening. I mean, 2018 seems to be the year of regulation, right? That's what people are saying. And so as a result of that, it could be the year where we see, quite a few clampdowns. So although we will see the peaks and troughs like we always see in cryptocurrency, a lot of the troughs are going to come from regulatory announcements that people react really badly to, take their money out of Bitcoin, put it into Tether, Bitcoin will go down, everything will go down with it, and it will just be a never-ending cycle. Everything goes in cycles in cryptocurrency. You'll realise that when things go up, they do eventually go down as well. So, and it's just a thing that happens. So, it's just something that you have to deal with in cryptocurrency, and it makes you stronger actually going through this shit. So, at the end of the day, enjoy it. These things test you, they make you more resilient. Market is too immature to be stable. Well, it can stabilize to an extent, but I don't mean in the context of, the volatility leaving cryptocurrency in general. But no, man, no. 398 billion, right? So it was going up. It had gone right down, then it was going up, and now it is just kind of wavering around that $400 billion mark. Wabi is $1.03. WePower 13 cents. There is going to be, and unless you've been extremely lucky or you have moved everything into Tether, where I know one person definitely has, then you are going to be seeing a humongous bloodbath right now on your Blockfolio. Okay, and it's just something that you just got to sit through. You've just got to grin and bear it and not be too upset by it. Because, I'm used to this shit happening all the time. So I like there has been way more down periods right now. This is testing people. Because where people thought that this was recovering slightly and people bought back into cryptocurrencies, maybe having been burnt by what happened in January, there's another burn going on. So anyway, I'm going to shut up for a bit because I'm just talking too much. But look at Medical Chain. That's the one I was going to look at. 17 cents. This is my 5th crash, says Dan Chambers. Oh, this is like my 10th or more. I've seen so many crashes. And I remember a time when it used to just happen basically after I did a live stream saying, oh, how great the market's looking. And then bang, literally as soon as I upload the thing, it's like 100% catastrophically tanked. Look at Internet Node Token, 17 cents. I'm going to look back on this. I'm going to look back on this when everything's okay again and just see how ridiculous the price has got. Manetha still in the top 300. How did that happen? I have no idea. Manetha. Who remembers Manetha? Who even trades that shit still? You know what I mean? Sorry to all Manetha fans, but that's just the way I feel. I'm afraid. This is being manipulated like the stock market. Indeed. Yes, probably even worse. Trinity 11 cents, yeah. No need to buy ICO when this happens. Well, ICOs, At least when you send money over to an ICO, it can't really go down, can it? So in a way, it's almost like Tether. Is it? I don't even know. Who knows? I can't quite work out the maths in my head. So people are saying poll. Undoubtedly, it's people like, I don't know, 96 cents? That is just ridiculous. Unbelievable. The poll was this price like 4 months ago or so. Look. Massive crash. Massive crash. It's unbelievable what's happening right now. But, you know, yeah, I like crashes to an extent, but not... When Bitcoin goes down at the same rate, it's almost not a sale. You've just got to take the hit. And that's just the unfortunate reality of it. Anything else, peeps? Anything else? Bubble popped. Haha, hilarious. Bubble pop. It's so funny when dickheads say that. People don't look at your Blockfolio. Well, I mean, I think the most important thing is not to make any rash decisions. Selling for Tether is only good if you definitely know or can predict it's going to go down. Okay, otherwise just leave it. What happens when people make rash decisions is they tend to absolutely make the most monstrous decisions and then end up regretting it when the balls come back. So sometimes, I mean, what I have done a lot in my life, you know, my cryptocurrency life, is I buy during the flash sales. I buy when everything goes down, particularly because I love the fiat, but I add fiat to buy it. And I can't wait for Ethos for that reason, because I just don't use Coinbase anymore as a matter of principle, unless I'm absolutely desperate. And then I chuck some money into the cryptocurrency game, some fresh fiat, and then the fiat that the fiat prices of what I buy is as it is at that point. So, you know, so when it makes the fiat gainers, then it's really, really happy. It's really good. And that is what I have been doing. I may not do it on this occasion because, to be quite frank, I think I'm in a lot of the positions I want to be in. But typically what I do is I just keep my money in. Just keep my money in. Top fiat altcoin. I'm not even going to suggest it. I'd say probably one of the more stable ones is Credits. Credits has achieved a 300,000 transactions per second volume or transaction or processing speed in literally the last few hours. They've done another test with the alpha and it's just improved upon what was already a very good speed. So, you know, I don't know really, but Credits appears to be immovable compared to the others. The others are moving at quite an alarming rate. So there we are, Marble Arch. Red Pulse, yes, that's gone right down. Hold on. Let me get rid of the dickheads that are spreading FUD. Nothing annoys me more than idiots that spread FUD. So that twat's gone. What do you use instead of Coinbase? I don't. I just use Coinbase. The Coinbase alternative, well, there's GDAX and what's the other one? There's a few. I don't use any of them. There's local Bitcoins. There's what's it called? It's another one in my head. Revolut or something like that. But no, the one I use is Coinbase, but I hate using it, in all honesty. I hate using it. Let's have a look at Genesis Vision. This is one I covered ages ago. It was $3 when I covered it, and it's now 10x since that point because it's got such an incredibly low circulating supply, and at the time was, you know, unique. It didn't have co-vesting as so I reviewed it back in November, around about the time I reviewed Wanchain, when it was about $3. It was about here that I reviewed it. It's gone right up, and this doesn't appear to have gone down dramatically. Not dramatically. So that's good. Let's have a look and see what markets you could actually get Genesis Vision on. Binance, as people probably can't get rid of it. That's probably why. Anyway, so anything else? Hey Barry again. Nice to see you. What's with the Scottish? I love talking in different accents. Just happens. The worst thing is when I talk in another accent, people think, "Oh, why are you talking like African?" Or I'm like, "What? I'm not. I was talking in a Welsh accent." So yeah, that's annoying. Look at Nulls. Can't be asked. Dip will make us stronger. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Take the money out of the exchanger's pocket and then you put it into your pocket. Oh man, Crypto Daily is just hilarious. He did a top 10 the other day to commemorate him getting 100,000 subscribers, and he did, and the number one moment is just the best. It's just the best. Debitum, yes. Will you make more videos? Perhaps, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, there's so many coins, so little time. Going down more. Shahir, 396. This is just a real-time, live look. It's only really relevant to watch now. There's no point watching this on playback because it's just pointless. This is right now a real-time snapshot of what's happening in the market. And boy, is it an absolute catastrophe. Catastrophe. Now, for any new watchers, the potential reasons are because Binance have suspended withdrawals, which would cause fear, ultimately, I think is what it really boils down to, causing fear. And then, of course, there's this statement from the SEC on potentially unlawful online platforms. Okay, so it looks basically as if they are just trying to assert some authority here on exchanges that have potential security tokens. So, it's terrible. It's terrible. But, I mean, this is just the kind of things to expect. It's the kind of things to expect. So, that's it. That's it. Anyway, I think we're done. Are we done? Let me know. Are we done? Don't think there's much more to talk about. Look at me there. Bless him. Is there much more to talk about? I think we're done. I think we're done. Brutal. 2,000 people watching. Most watchers I've had in a while. Smash up the likes, peeps. Smash up the likes. Only 439 likes, which is very, very modest. I think that basically just smash the likes up. If you've got nothing better to do, if you've got nothing, more productive to do, is just literally just smash that like. I've smashed it. Why the fuck not? There's got to be some, silver linings, hasn't there? Anything else? Anything else? As I stroke my imaginary Pai Mei beard. Like smashed, good, thank you. So can you save my Blockfolio? Nothing right now will save your Blockfolio except for Tether. And even then, never know. Crow your coins. Michelle very happy today that she's got a double dose of Supo, so that's all good. It's all good. Yggdrash Supo. Yeah, I like Yggdrash. There is another one that it looks interesting. So let me just try ICO. I think it might be on ICO drops. Eden Chain. Now, Eden Chain is looking to be a potentially a competitor to Yggdrash. So whilst Yggdrash, it looks like ICO drops isn't even working. So Yggdrash is a multi-dimensional blockchain. It's another scalable infrastructure. I really like the sound of it, but particularly as they've got this weird and wonderful kind of 5 things going on. When you've got they've not only have they got the ability to not only have they got like scalable blockchain, smart contracts, DApps, and what's the other one? They've also got a currency as well called Yeed. So it's like a multifaceted blockchain, multifaceted service. They've also got a DEX attached to it. It's just not working. But I really like Yggdrash. The only real FUD that's been being spread about Yggdrash is at the moment the what the guy put on his. Let me see if I can get it up. The website, that is, obviously. Anyway, got no problems in the other department. Anyway, what's so Yggdrash. So what you need to do is you need to join. Ye old what's it called? So anyway, so the main problem people have is this geezer here. This one, who has put his name down as the Icon Foundation Development Team Leader. Okay, so what people are saying is that, or certainly what Ian Bellina said, and he speaks with the Icon team. I don't speak with the Icon team. Is that they said that he was just a little bit part in the making of the coin, and that he didn't have, it wasn't a team leader. And I think that as soon as anybody gets wind of the slightest bit of lying or untrustworthiness, then they go off an idea. Particularly now, where people are much smarter, do their due diligence and research, and actually realise that the slightest red flag could lead to just people dumping it or the hype dying down. So I think this is really the main reason why, and also the name. But I quite like the name. It's grown on me. I like it personally. I think it makes it stand out. I can remember it a lot easier than a lot of other names, cryptocurrency names, some of which can be quite boring. Let's have a look and see if CoinDesk have released any other articles. See if there's any other intelligence around what's happening. Probably isn't. It's the same article. So nothing else. So, what is it? What is it, Mel? What is it? Do you want to come here? Do you want to come say hi? Go on. Come here. Come on, you're nearly there. Come on, say hi. Say hi to peeps. Come on, say hi. Come here, will you? Come here. Where you going? Right. There you go. I think people are worried that you're not alive anymore. Oi. Here she is. Look. She's here. Millie, save us. Save us, will you? It's crashing. Everything is crashing around us. Everybody is worried. Give them some hope, Mill. Give them some hope. It will be fine. Keep holding. Oh, you're too funny. Too funny. Oh, she wants to get down now. She's bored. And she's got a load of hairs on my shirt now. Thanks, Mel. Guess it was my fault. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Meow. Oh, so cute. Nothing else. Nothing else. So I think that's it, peeps. I think that's it. Crypto cat. Yes. See? You're a crypto cat. What are you? Can't be bothered. She's just licking herself. Anyway. Hi, Millie. Save us. Oh, she is too cute. Anyway, so that's it, peeps. That's it. That's it for today. So, question is it going to go down? Is it going to go down? Well, you never know. You never know. It is going down. The momentum is still down. So, but I think personally speaking, I don't see this going down to 6k. I don't see that happening. So I'm not sure if it does drop. I'm not sure if it's going to drop significantly from this point. So I guess at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's up to you now, peeps. Up to you. Your investment decision. But I'm holding, as I always do, through these bear periods. So that's it for today, peeps. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate all of you for coming along and watching the Supoman at a time of crisis. I hope it's given you a sense of, positivity. I hope you're feeling a bit better about it, because ultimately, it's always good to have a reassuring voice at the end to just say to you, it's okay, peeps, it's going to go up again. It will, but it may go down a bit more. Anyway, so that's it for today's episode of, the second episode of today's Savage Cash. So, good seeing you all. It's been emotional, and I'll see you next time. It is lights out, all out.